So we keep talking about a sample, how to connect a good sample so that they can represent the whole population. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what sampling method that do we have. Now, here's the example. We want to survey SPSCC student how much they pay for housing per month. Give an example of each type of sampling. So the first one, the census. So census means you want to measure or survey the whole population. For example, in this case, it's going to be you want to ask every SPSCC student and see how much they pay for the housing per month. Another one, the second method is called simple random sample. Simple random sample means you randomly select students. So, such as you randomize a list of student ID and choose the top 100. Or maybe you just send it in front of the building, or send it in front of the school gate, or maybe the cafe, and ask those people as 100 SPCC students who passing by. So stratify is you separate the population into groups. And then do a simple random within each group. So in this case, such as you want to separate SPSCC student into major and then you're going to randomly select ten students from different major. Okay, another one is called cluster. A cluster, we start the same step, which is we want to separate student into group. And then after that, we pick some groups and ask everyone in those groups that we picked. For example, we separate SPSCC student into major. And then the next thing is we're going to survey or ask everyone who is in nursing program and who's in business major. Okay, to separate, stratify, and the cluster. So I'm going to draw a small group, like in stratify is, hey, this is a whole population. I'm going to separate people from different group. So here I separate into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group. And then in each group, I'm going to pick 3 person. So here is the stratify. Whereas cluster is more like I am going to separate the population also in 6. instead of survey everyone from this one group, I'm going to survey the whole group. Maybe I'm going to survey the second group, everyone in the second group, and survey everyone in the fifth group. So that's the difference between stratify and systematic. All right. I mean, not systematic, stratify and the cluster. Okay. So a next one is going to be a systematic. A systematic is going to be you pick a random start and then do an ever nth after them. Such as we start with students by ID, we order or sort student by the ID number. Then we're going to pick every 100th student. So that means we're going to pick 100, 200, 300, 500th student. Okay, multi-stage means combination. In that case, you can combine stratify and then cluster together. So this is called multi-stage sampling method. So here we totally have 6 sampling methods. These are all good sampling method. When it comes to good, we definitely have something that is bad. We call it bias method. So, bias method is any systematic failure of a sampling method to represent the population. A sample is biased if it does not represent the true population. There is no way to fix biased data, so it is better to design a good survey to begin with. Okay, the first bias method is called voluntary or self-selected sampling. It is made up of people who self-selected into the survey. Often these folks have a very strong opinion topic of the survey, such as like on Google review, you might only see like on a restaurant, either you get a 5-star because people are very excited about the food, or you would get 1-star because they receiving maybe bad services, or the food is not bad, the food is spoiled, either way. So these are called self-selected. We rarely see like 4-star and 3-star. Most of the time it's just 5-star and 1-star. Okay, another bias sampling method is called convenience sampling, where individuals who are easily accessible are more likely to be included into the sample. So in this case, for example, if a political survey is done by stopping people who are starting in SPSCC, they will not represent all Washington state. So because this is taken by convenience. So we are trying to get a political survey, and is done by just stopping or people at SPSCC. So in this case, this is not going to be represent the whole Washington state, because you take it by convenience if we want to know the political survey all over the state. But if we want to take the political survey just all over SPSC student, that will be fine if you just survey SPSC student. But if you want to know the whole state opinion, you don't want to just survey the students and just survey people at SPSCC. You want to survey people from different city with different educational level or with different income or different career. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. I'll see you next time.